One quick story about Marcelo, which also makes me...
You can tell Marcelo stories for the rest of the day.
Think about Musashi. He's famous for being hard to find when he gets called to the mat, when it's his turn to compete, even at a world championship level. And he is almost always found, because Josh has had to track him down a few times, asleep, like in between the bleachers. And be like, Marcelo, you're up. And be like, oh, okay, cool. And he'll like get up and stretch and literally walk 50 feet, like 7 seconds later, onto the mat for the finals and the world championships and just turn it on and then destroy people.
And that's cool too. And I don't know if I hit it in the book, but that's one of Musashi's things is Musashi would show up late. He'd have duels and he'd show up hour late, 15 minutes late, 20 minutes late, and have that person getting all frustrated.
Yeah, no, it's I was thinking about this because I remember this about Musashi, and I was trying to think of how to explain in a culture like Japan in that period what showing up an hour late might equate to in the U.S. It would be like coming over to meet someone at their house, shaking their hand, sitting down at the dinner table, then like getting up on the dinner table and taking a shit right on their plant. Like it's like, and then asking them to clean it up because it smells bad. Like it would be that rude. So of course, and it also made me think of this book. I think it's called Winning Ugly. It's about tennis, but it relates to this form of psychological warfare.
Right.
And like taking too much time, like in between serves, and making your opponent unnerved, so that even if they're technically superior, you can end up beating them. And so Musashi, it's the simplest trick in the book, but he would show up late, and these people would lose their minds. Yeah. And then if they're like, oh, this guy always shows up late, and then he'd show up 3 hours early and scout the whole place out and then kill everybody.
Good.